Hi, June. How are you doing?
Hey, I'm great, Ku Dana. It's the first time we're doing this, so I'm really excited.
Now it's not the first time. We've had this chat group thingy
I
before.
mean, just the two of us and our thoughts, okay? Because most of the time we did interviews with personalities.
First, yeah, we did. We have. We've done quite a few, haven't we?
We have. But today we're here because we wanted to share our experience about last weekend, and that is going to Bacolod, flying to Bacolod to watch Who Killed El Capitan's world tour, the second stop here in the Philippines. And it was so thrilling. That's why we're here.
It was thrilling. I think we spent less than 24 hours in Bacolod.
It all started with you, Kudana, asking you in one of our news reports on HALLYU saying, "Hey, do you want to
Yeah.
go?" And
Yeah.
she said, "Yes." And
Yeah,
then all of a
basta
sudden,
kayo naman kunin
okay.
mo when you do that.
No, and I wasn't expecting to go, but we somehow ended up there,
Yeah.
and everything just flowed. Thank you so much to CDM Entertainment, of course. Thank you to El Capitan for really coming to the Philippines. And what for you was your big takeaway there, Kudana?
First of all, I mean, let's go back to that flow state, right? Very few things in life just go smoothly. Just to put it in context for viewers, it's when those where pretend you're driving and you're at a stoplight, and then every stoplight is just green go, next stop, green go, yes, tickets, green go, yes, going, green go, everything in the schedule clears up, green go, even if we have like adverse conditions for astrology, like the 14th for Bacolod concert was Saturn squaring Mars. That is a highly malefic placement. But for some reason, we expended all the negative energy the day before. My car stalled, and you got stuck in traffic on the evening of the 13th. And we had a flight at 7 in the morning on the 14th, right? And the concert was that evening. So all the malefic energy was expended the day before or a few hours before, and then everything was green go on the 14th. Nothing, it was uneventful in terms of everything was uneventful in terms of bad events. Everything was green go. So I thought that was, first off, a very fortuitous and auspicious sign for the entire weekend. So we were weekend warriors. We're Team Electric Youth because we grew up listening to Debbie Gibson, except for one party in our group, Tony, who couldn't join us today because this thing is
No.
that's another one of those flow state kind of things. And then when we got there, everything was okay, right? Nothing serious.
Well, except for my phone. My phone was conking up. I mean, I don't know. My phone just went berserk. But we were able to go to Ida's. We were
Yeah.
able to find our venue. We
I didn't
even
get
were
sick
able
from
to,
eating food I don't normally eat.
yeah,
Hmm.
that's true.
Hmm.
Exactly.
I
And my
usually do
goodness.
get sick.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I had
So
an
yeah, it
upset
was an
stomach the entire week since I
and
popped
and
out.
and and we easily found a place and
Without
our
pre-booking.
I know, and our Uber drivers were so nice.
And even
So
offered to take us to the airport at alas tres sa buntag. Siya pa yung offer.
exactly. Because we would have probably had a hard time, right? I mean,
Yes.
you'll never know, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Kudana.
yeah.
So
Not
yeah.
to mention we nearly missed our flight
I
on the
know,
way
yes.
in.
I know, because you were just talking in the corner, and then Cebu
Yeah,
Pacific
yeah.
like told us that the MCIAA, the Mactan
Mm,
Cebu International Airport, is a quiet airport,
yeah,
so they and make their announcement once only. And I haven't flown in a long time, so yeah, there you go.
exactly.
But
It
really,
shouldn't have happened.
Kudana, I was really not expecting to go, and I'm glad you said, "What? You're not going?" I said, "Yeah, it was just really supposed to be for you." But then I realized it's going to be your first K-pop concert. And
It
so I'm like,
was. Yeah,
I mean, this is going to be unfair if I didn't go.
yeah.
So we had no expectations. We just went, we just made sure that we found the venue. We talked to the organizers. We
Gave
walked.
tickets to the winners.
We walked to the venue in the afternoon because it was heavy traffic. And so we just walked because we chose a Bacolod pension house was just a walking distance away. We
Hmm.
just walked.
Mm.
And then we got there early. We gave our tickets. I mean,
Yeah.
we gave the pass, and there it was just Tony that got the fan sign. But that
Yeah.
somehow changed for me later on.
Yeah. I wasn't expecting to get high touch at all. I did not.
Yeah,
I thought, okay, we're gonna do the concert, and I'm fine with that. I went in thinking, okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's all I expected. And then afterward, you came during the concert. You came and explained that everyone gets high touch. Everyone with a red
I
band.
know.
Yeah.
You know what's really surprised me, Kudana? There was about a couple hundreds of us there. It was a
Yeah.
big venue. We were at the Sky Hall
Yeah.
at SM Bacolod. But you know, the energy of everyone was unbelievable.
Yeah. You want to
It was really
relive
unbelievable.
that?
I'm not even exaggerating. You can look at our videos on TikTok, on Facebook, on
Well, I
YouTube.
can share it now. I can share it
Every,
now.
yeah, everyone was like, they were all jumping, even from the beginning. And it started as a rave, right, Kudana?
Yeah.
It's like no, I had no expectations, but where's Al Capitan? Where's Al Capitan? There's two other guys with him. It was just so amazing.
It was
See, everyone had their phones up, but everyone was moving too. You know what I mean? Because I've
mm,
been to like concerts where everyone's just putting their phones up and nothing. You're just trying to capture it. But this is like I have my phone up, but I am gonna party with El Capitan tonight. It's crazy. Whether they knew, I don't know if how many of them still had their voices because they were screaming the whole time. So I'm sure there were fohas, I'm sure there were army, and there were all endorphins as well. Eldorphins as well.
I searched somewhere and they said it was supposed to be a playful take on dolphins. But you know what it reminds me of as a side
Or
picture? Endorphins.
endorphins,
Exactly.
Donna.
Natural chemical
Yeah.
of the body that
Mm-hmm.
that is like a natural painkiller for the body. So that's what I really find so intriguing. Well, one of the things that I really resonate with El Capitan, it's not official about the "Oh Captain, My Captain" poem by Walt Whitman or of Dead
Mm-hmm.
Poet Society, but it's a popular belief among the fandom in Eldorphins that that was where he's coming from with it. But what's in
Oh,
yeah, I did some more research, and apparently one of his other nom de plumes was J Pearl, J. Dot Pearl.
yeah.
Yeah, so if it's J Pearl, isn't that Jack of the Pirates of the Caribbean and the
So
Black
I guess
Pearl? So it's
maybe
Jack
it's safe
Pearl,
to
J
say
Pearl.
yes.
So El
Yes,
Capitan meaning
maybe.
captain of the ship.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
because as a music
So I guess this
producer,
is like
yeah,
inspired by Pirates of the Caribbean.
yeah, yeah. He's well,
Yeah.
so that makes me a little curious as to why he selected the vampire Lestat theme this time around instead of
Mm,
going with Pirate Captain Jack of the Black Pearl. Because he
right.
could have
Jack
gone with
Sparrow.
that too.
Maybe you guys watching this have an idea. You can share it in the comments section because we would love to know. We would really love to know
Yeah, that would be
if you
interesting.
have an idea.
Yeah.
Right.
He's got another round
But
of
what
concerts next year, right? So,
yes, he's gonna be in North America. He's gonna drop by Mexico.
mhm.
I
Yeah, yeah.
I really wonder how he felt, Kudana,
Mm.
with uh with the concert in Bacolod because the other big thing that happened was after he after they played and performed eight, of course, with Ayu, that was so
Yeah.
amazing too, that
Yeah.
a lot of artists actually allow their music people to be played in his concert.
Yeah, I thought that was phenomenal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
super. So
He had
many.
free reign over all the music that he played during the concert. And with not much difference with the original tracks. So it says a lot. The nature of his relationship with the people that he produces for.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's true.
yeah,
That's true. And so going back to the eight, he was playing eight, and then he just started hugging one of the three other guys that he had a posse to join him in the event, and he started hugging, and then I came to you and I said, Donna, is he crying?
Yeah, he was.
And and
He was.
and he said, yeah, I think he is. And then he was just hugging him for so long. And he didn't stop even when the music ended. And I'm
Yeah.
like, oh no, he's really crying. So, and then everyone in Bacolod, all the Eldorphins, they cheered him on because they felt for him. Whatever it was, Kudana, they really felt for him, and um, the music kept on playing. The music kept on playing, but he actually stepped out and then he came back in again. And then he just sat on the stage, but everyone was just singing and cheering and he was just there. He was just there. But he was still crying the whole time. I was looking at the Manila clips. There were so many songs in the Manila show where he was dancing with the crowd. But in our crowd, he was just so emotional. Like, it reached the end in Manila in September, in the song September, he was dancing. But in our show, he was just there. Because and it's beautiful that he allowed himself to be vulnerable in front of us. It became like a union between the Eldorphins and El Capitan.
Yeah.
He was just sitting down. He was just in the moment. Um, Maybe it's because that song was remembered by their friends, written for his friend Sully.
Mm.
And that was just really, really a very low moment, not only for him, but the entire K-pop community, you
Yes, it
know?
was. Yeah.
And he was just probably taking it all in and just feeling that moment. But then all the endorphins in Bacolod were there to give him strength. I could feel it, Kunana. I could really feel it. They were trying to give him strength. So when the song was trying to be happy, they tried to be like, "We're here for you, El Capitan. Even if you're crying over there, just be yourself. Just do what you feel like doing, and we're still here because we came for you." You know, and it's just so. It was that was so priceless for me. That was so priceless for me, Kudana.
아, 웃지 마세요. People, please don't laugh at me. 너무 죄송합니다. 진짜 죄송합니다. I want to say sorry again to you for this.
It was crazy.
It was crazy.
I wasn't expecting for him to show that level of vulnerability.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It was completely unexpected.
저기 정신 좀 차리고 올게요. 죄송해요. I'm really sorry for not being able to recover it. I'm coming back.
When he started hugging, I'm like, no, this is it. I need a fan sign. I need that guy's signature. I want to keep it forever to remember. So I stepped out. Remember, I stepped out. So it was a time. Yeah, I stepped out. And so it took some time for me because everyone was inside the hall.
Yeah.
No one was outside. So I'm like, I want a fan sign. So they were still trying to find a way to let me pay. And I didn't have any cash. I just had to pay in a card.
Oh, was that what took so long?
Sorry?
That's why it took so long?
That's why it took so long, because they were trying to find the person assigned, and then they were looking for the card, the machine, right? For the card.
Yeah.
And so when I finally got it, I went back in, and he was on the piano. And that, for me, that was the most epic shot ever. It actually captured the moment. I mean, whatever it was he was feeling, and then the endorphins trying to comfort him, and he was playing that song, right? And I'm like, wait, oh my goodness, this is unbelievable. And so I went up the bleachers and took a picture.
Yeah.
And then just right when I pressed, no, I need a video of this.
Yeah.
Just when I pressed play for the video, all the endorphins started telling him, sarang, so, oh my God, I feel like crying.
Yeah, that was epic.
Because we don't know where he's going.
It was that iconic rock band moment where there's a
it was a rock band moment.
Yeah.
Because we don't know what he was really going through, you know?
Yeah.
And we don't know how tough it was, what all those emotions.
Yeah,
Was it a friend? Was it Parshuga? Was it happiness? We don't know, but oh my gosh, I have so much love for the endorphins and El Capitan. It's crazy.
It was absolutely crazy. It was crazy. I'm
What do
still
you
thinking
think?
in the clouds about it. Because, I mean, how do I replicate? How do I even explain it in words? Like what happened at that moment? Because he played the piano. I'm not sure what song it was. I didn't know, but it was like I could hear him talk through the musical notes, and I felt that connection. And you feel his emotions. I'm sure I'm not the only one who felt it during that time of the concert. That's why the crowd was so responsive to him, because he was such a gentle soul. Like for all the he was doing all of that, and then he came through in the end. Like you saw him, everybody saw him in the end. Like I'm sure.
I know he allowed everyone to see his pain and Dana.
Yeah. For context, you might want to go and watch. I'm talking about the audience here. You might want to go and rewatch the Suchrita episode. I think it was episode 27 that he did with Suga, because that was such a telling exposition of what he underwent in his journey in the music industry. And I say music industry because he wasn't just a K-pop star as the maknae and the main vocal for History. When he shared in the Sushwita video that he lost his voice for some reason, can't sing aloud in I think it was on a stage, right? He can't sing aloud on a stage. And then the group disbanded in 2017, and then he went and established Vendors, the musical group, the musical production agency that he helms in 2018. So if you think about it as a musical career, it was a quick recovery. He managed to stay in the industry, right? But for you to be an upstart K-pop artist with a very promising career and suddenly losing your voice or losing that ability to sing in public, that must have been like, I can't even imagine that was a black swan kind of death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if you watch that video with if you watch Sushwita, he said at the age of 4, he already started singing.
Yes.
And that's when his family started to recognize his talent in singing. And so even Suga said, yeah, you started earlier than me. And so that's what he really wanted to do. That's what he wanted to do, Ku Dana.
He's born to be a star, because I read astrology, and his son is in Leo.
Oh.
His son is in Leo. He's meant to be in the spotlight. This is just my conjecture. In the spotlight, but not in the original way he thought he would be in the spotlight. Because he sang, he danced, he thought, okay, he's going to be on the stage performing as a star. But perhaps the universe had other plans for him and redirected him rather harshly. Because as a Leo, have you ever seen a Leo stop for anything? No, they will go and barge in ahead and claim that hill like Lion King and all of that. He was going hard in one direction, and the universe probably, this is just my opinion, the universe coming, wait a minute, you're not supposed to be there, you're supposed to be here. So it's like a hard redirection for him, and forced him to feel all that pain and turn him into El Capitan, the music producer.
Metamorphosis,
Yeah,
metamorphosis,
this is
or dying like a phoenix,
yeah, exactly. Rising from the ashes. He's
rising
more
from.
phoenix. He's more phoenix than butterfly in this regard.
Yeah, for
Okay,
sure.
I'll
But
burn everything
he was
down.
later on in the show, he was like less that, but later on he was like just a fun guy, just bouncing around, right?
Yeah,
He
yeah,
kind of
yeah,
transformed.
yeah.
He let himself go,
He
Dana.
did.
He let himself go. I just wanted to say that it was also it was also something, Dana. I mean, I can say this for later, but I want to say it now.
Yes, go on.
When in the concert, I had a bad cold because I was stressed from so many things going on, right?
Bad cold. You call that a bad cold?
Well, I had a cough. Okay, I had a cough and a cold or whatever. But
No, I'm
Dana,
going to
I
correct
also
you.
didn't.
You did not have any voice at all.
That's my point. He lost his voice, and then I didn't have a voice.
Wakay
You know
tingog.
what I mean? You know what I mean, Dana? I don't know. And then I had to whisper to him. So, okay, I got the fan sign. I'm sorry,
Oh,
guys.
yeah.
I got the fan sign, okay? I got the fan sign and I had to whisper to him and I had to pull out all the Korean I knew. And I'm not good in Korean. So I really said, Chonin Junim Nida. And then he wrote my name correctly. And then I didn't have a voice. So I had to whisper to him. And I had to tell him, I wanted to tell him, like, to say hello to HALLYU or what. But of course, only I ended up saying, Chonun, radio DJ. EAO or something like that. And then we have a K-pop show, Hallyu Il, and he really said, "Oh," and he was so surprised, and he really tried to sign all the sheets that was in front of me. So you know what I mean? I don't know what it means, Kudana, but I did have a voice when I met him.
I think that was so special as a moment because it puts you in a position where you can empathize with him. Literally
Yeah,
losing your voice. And that's the same thing he went through, right? And for you as a DJ, your
exactly.
voice is your ultimate tool. That's all you
Yeah.
need to be on there. And in a sense, maybe it's a call for you to be producing because that's what he shifted into.
No, it was just like the universe also making me feel how he felt. But what about you? Because you, between the two of us, you've been a fan of history.
My history with history. Well, back in the day, I was into fashion. I was a fashion designer for a while, so I followed all the fashion weeks, right? And then I noticed that Karl Lagerfeld, he kept doing shows in Seoul, Korea. And at that point too, it was getting boring in the fashion scene because all the designers, the major designers, were just making t-shirt patterns. They were making t-shirts. And the t-shirt is the
Oh,
most boring pattern of all time because it's literally a letter T. Yeah, like this,
okay.
the letter T. So, there's not much going on there. So it's bored and like, I need inspiration. And Seoul is it. Karl Lagerfeld was doing fashion shows in Seoul. Let's check out Seoul. So I decided I'm going to do maybe I'll check out K-pop. So shopping around, was looking for someone to follow, some group to be obsessed about. So I chose history, just out of the blue. Oh, this group looks interesting. I'll follow them, history and all of that. And then this was around 2017, maybe 2017, 18. And then I found out in the middle of all my research that they disbanded.
Oh,
I was crushed. I'm like, okay, okay, so I guess it's a sign. And then that was at the time he was transitioning, right? Because they disbanded. They didn't really disclose at the time what for, just that they disbanded. Or maybe they did and my algorithm didn't show me. The next thing I know, I got I fell into the BTS rabbit hole. It was like a journey as well, from one bias to another. It started Taeyong and then Suga because the team Suga.
before you continue, since you're mentioning bias,
Yeah,
Kudana, who
yeah.
was your bias in history?
Kyungil, Kyungil, the frontman.
See?
Because because he was El Capitan was in the back. He was the youngest. He was a matinee. It was just that before I could really fully develop that the fan status, that fanatic level, they disbanded and there was no more about them. So it was like cut short. So, okay, I let it go. And then later on, my algorithm kept throwing me BTS. And then, I couldn't resist Taeyong. And then I fell into the rabbit hole. And then while watching all these dancing videos, I'm like, who is this guy in the back? I can't see him. Literally, I'm doing like that, like, because Suga, I was drawn to Suga. Later on, like Namjoon came barging in my dreams. And so I became like, Namjoon became my ultimate wrecker, right? And then I got obsessed with Mono. I played Mono every day. I had to start the day with Mono.
Wow.
That's when it was revealed that El Capitan did Bad Bye with Namjoon. And then they said, oh, it's him. It's them from history. So I found him again. He came back. So that's what it was. So okay. And then it became public that he's in the production team of Suga. So he became I became more engrossed with him because I knew that whatever music Suga was making, he's part of that. He's part of that production team. So in a sense, it was like I was hearing him and hearing Suga too. Suga's my soul bias, so it just kind of makes sense. And if you really think about it now, they have that similar energy. I guess for a requirement for any of my biases, with the exception of Taeyong, is they have to be a music producer. They have to be a music producer and they have to be under Hybe. So it was like a full circle moment for me. So when you mentioned that he was having a concert, I didn't really have any expectations when we were live and we were talking about it on air, and then you said like, if I can get tickets to the El Capitan concert, would you go? And I just said, oh yeah, I'll definitely go. And then
And I thought you were just the only one that's gonna go.
you didn't tell. You skipped that part.
Sorry,
It's like,
Ku Dana.
dude, the telepathic communication here is a bit choppy. You need to you're doing it, Jungkook, where you thought you said it aloud, but you didn't, right? So I just said, oh, yeah, okay, and I didn't really think about it after that. I let it go after that, and then weeks later, you come and say, hey, yeah, they gave us tickets. I'm like, yeah, okay, oh, okay, I better clear my schedule. So I cleared my schedule, and then you dropped another bomb and said, no, you're going by yourself. And I'm like, that's not right. See, the invitation was for HALLYU. HALLYU has to be there. You have to be there.
We were also lucky to be able to bring like some mail to join, and some weren't from Bacolod. Some had to travel 4 hours.
Yeah,
I mean,
wow.
apart from us, okay, we had to take the plane and everything. No, I think Hazel took the bus. So it was an 8-hour trip for her.
Yeah, she was
Just to
so
get to
gung-ho for that.
Bacolod.
Like, massive props to the girl.
I know, Teacher
Wow.
Hazel.
Yeah, she really sat through that bus ride.
Exactly. And then the other ladies were from Bayawan
Mm,
and Negros Occidental. So yeah, they really came, and they really, really enjoyed it too, for sure. No expectations, but by golly, it was so much fun. I'm
yeah.
so excited for El Capitan for North America because I know those guys love him there too, for reals. I am excited for that. I don't know how insane it will be, but my
Sure.
wish is also that he comes to Cebu, actually, Ku Dana.
Maybe he might on his next one.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why they're saying if they could do an encore because everyone's just having so much fun.
Okay. So, what are you looking forward to today?
Amazing music and nice beats.
The uniform was definitely black.
Yeah, for
Like,
sure.
okay. This one is the crowd going in. Finally, our
Yeah,
group
that's so
entering the
fun.
hall.
Yeah, and that's where we stayed, Ku Dana. No standing for us. We just
I'm too
sat
old to be standing for how long? How long was that concert, June? You told
about
me
an hour and
you
a
sat
half or
about
2 hours.
here.
No, you know what? It extended a little bit longer because, like, El Capitan was just, going through his moments. That's
Yeah,
why I think it was supposed to be an hour or an hour and a half. And then
yeah.
it became a little bit longer. That's him just sitting down, right? And just,
Mhm. This was toward the latter part where he moved. Like the crowd,
Yeah,
he began to feel better, and he faced the crowd.
yeah. That's true, because we were just playing all kinds of songs, Christmas songs, right? Anything.
Yeah, they were just. I think they went on with the rest of the program.
아, 웃지 마세요. People, please don't laugh at me.
Oh, I
Okay, who
know.
made you cry?
I
Everyone went all
know.
maternal protective with him here.
I know. Exactly.
너무 죄송합니다.
And he
진짜
said, I'm
죄송합니다.
sorry.
I want to say sorry again to you for this.
That made that event really special.
저, 저기 정신 좀 차리고 올게요. 죄송해요. I'm really sorry for not being able to recover it. I'm coming back.
Okay, let's check out the one where he. Yeah, this one.
I really loved it because he really allowed himself to be vulnerable and emotional in front of everyone. You know, and everyone was just there to, like you said, maternal and being, be protective of him. And
Yeah. Now, compared
no,
to the earlier part where. Let me see, was this crazy?
that was so crazy. Everyone was just
Right?
so ready to party. Everyone was just so ready to party. But you know what you also missed, Dana, because you weren't
Uh-huh.
at the fan sign,
Yeah.
how everyone tried to beat each other on like finding the most unique way to have a photo with him.
Oh,
The
really?
one-on-one, it was so, I took photos. I don't know though if we're allowed to show it, but it was so funny. It's like, oh yeah. It's like I could feel the Eldorphin saying, oh yeah, is that what you're gonna do with El Capitan? Fine. I'm gonna have another moment with him. Like everyone just tried to find a unique way. So
Yeah.
the one-on-one photos were not repeated.
Oh,
It
really?
was all so unique.
Really?
Yes, it was so funny.
It would be great if CDM Entertainment like posts a video of the entire thing. But I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe it's a
true.
private moment for the fans, and they would someone
Yeah,
would
I
get
know. So
to.
we don't know. Like I was like, because I was thinking, okay, guys, choose your best post. But then I'm like, wait a
Oh,
minute, we need the permission of all these people, right? Because
exactly.
that was their like special moment and everything. But
Oh,
so yeah, that was hilarious because he was so game, whatever they wanted him to do.
really?
Like one girl put him on his lap, the other one was like in a position of dancing, and then the other one was like forming a heart together and like cheek to cheek. Oh my goodness, it's crazy.
A photo
I
op.
love them. I love them so much. They made it even more fun,
Yeah.
not only seeing El Capitan, but really being in that crowd. It was priceless. I thought it was a gift. It was a
Yes.
gift, really.
Look at that.
I know.
Let's play that again.
What is this? Is this the mic drop one?
Like just one of those interlude moments where he's
Okay.
completely in his element.
I know. I know. That's so amazing. It was really amazing. We made some friends and all that. But he was
Or like
just
Figa having
letting it all
good
go and having fun, you know?
yeah.
Yeah. I don't think he expected that from our crowd. Our crowd was very lean, you know,
Yeah, it
but
was a lean crowd, but it was
so
solid,
powerful.
solid. It was all yeah.
Hilarious.
Everyone knew
Hilarious.
the songs. Everyone was dancing to the
Yeah.
songs.
It's amazing how many songs he's written, right?
Yeah,
And be part of
he's
that
prolific.
everyone's like so familiar
Yeah.
with. So many artists in the K-pop industry. Yeah.
Hmm. Him as an artist probably wasn't expecting like, okay, Bacolod. It's like, who's going to be in Bacolod? Do they even know the songs? Turns out they knew every line, right? And then,
Every single one. I'm
yeah,
not kidding. I'm
yeah,
so
and
glad we watched in
yeah,
Bacolod. I'm so glad.
everyone was jumping on beat because they knew the song, right? On beat. So
Exactly. Yes.
like who knew? I think that's what made it a really closed energy loop between the
Hmm.
performer and the crowd, the audience, because they found that connection with each other.
Yeah.
We found that
They
connection
really
with
connected.
El Capitan.
Yes. Yes.
Mm.
And then he went to the crowd. Remember, Dana?
Yeah, yeah, I
We
have
already heard about it. Then in the Manila show, he jumped to the barricade and was there. But this time, he went down the stage, turned around, went to the back and to the front.
yeah.
And then everyone was so respectful. He was just there. He was just feeling their energy. They were just there also. They weren't swarming him, pinching him, or whatever. They were just so. I don't know. If I was one of the endorphins and he was in front of me, I'll freak out. I'll freak out.
Yeah.
He's right there. Overall, it was really such a fun event. Really, for real, for real. I'm so excited for North America.
I think it was
Can't wait.
it's great as of my first physical K-pop concert.
I know, right? That was
That
so cool.
you know,
Full circle, Ku Dana.
yeah, the artist really engaged with the crowd, and it was an intimate moment. I
Yeah.
thank my lucky stars and you and CDM Entertainment for making it possible. That it was that kind of first experience for me.
I'm sure there's going to be more to come. I'm sure we're going to still think of other fun stuff, but really, thank you, El Capitan. Thank you, CDM Entertainment. It's the Eldorphins and Bacolod. Wow, you guys gave us such a core memory, such a core memory.
Mm,
Yeah. And SM Sky Hall too for making it possible, giving us a venue to have an event like this.
yeah, epic. It was so epic.
Totally. I have no words. It was a gift. It was my best Christmas gift, actually. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed our reaction.
And I
Hopefully we'll
hope you
do
go and
more.
watch those ones who are in the other side of the world who are about to experience his concerts.
Yeah,
I hope I hope we gave you a bit of a preview of what to expect.
I know. So you can get ready because he is the sweetest guy. I
Yeah.
feel he's the sweetest guy, Ku Dana.
Was he really?
You know, he's a shy
He
guy.
was so shy during the handshake. Oh my God. I was trying to show him a
Yeah.
message. Like, I've been your fan since history. He was staying there and I could feel him reading it, right? I wasn't looking at him. I didn't
Well,
care.
but you wrote
I
it
didn't
down,
need,
right?
yeah, I didn't want to shake his hand or anything like that. I just wanted to show him the message. I don't know. He was feeling shy at the moment. So his head was down. He was bowing. And then he wouldn't let me move until he shook my hand. So I showed him the message. He read it.
Oh,
And then he
wow.
really like reached out and wanted to shake my hand. Like he went over the line
Yeah.
and did that. So I had to shake his hand and then move. Like, move already. You were supposed to have 2 seconds. There you go. It was fun. That was so much
It
fun.
was really good.
Yeah, you saw his message this morning, El Capitan?
No, what did he
Yeah, he
say?
posted like, I miss you all already.
Oh,
I know. It's really good to know that we aren't the only ones suffering from post-concert depression. He's
I
he's
know.
going
I
through
had,
it.
I had such a good time.
Yeah.
I really had such a great time. Thank you, El Capitan.
Thank you, CDM Entertainment, for making it all possible.
Thank you, HALLYU.
Thank you, HALLYU Ill. Yeah.
I know.
Thank you,
I
HALLYU
know.
Ill.
Yeah, so yeah, that's what we do, right? We share HALLYU happiness, Ku Dana.
Exactly. Hashtag HALLYU happiness.
Yeah, so hopefully we'll have more Hallyu happiness for everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Follow our socials. We're all over.
We're all over the
But
place. June will
yeah,
be all
please
over the
also,
place. I'll just hop in and
please,
out once in a while.
yeah, but please also listen to us every Sunday from 12 to 4 in the afternoon, Philippine time, on Y101 FM. Or if you have, you can download the Y101 Cebu mobile app on Google Play.
Mm.
Or if you are an iOS user, go to Radio Garden and you can listen to us as we play your favorite K-pop hits. And hopefully we'll tag you along, Maildo, into our next adventure.
All right,
Annyeong,
got it.
Maildo. See you
Annyeong,
soon.
Meryl. See you soon.